It's the Farm Sim Report for November 21st to the 25th with news, notes, and stories from Farming Simulator 22. Well, we've had a ton of things going on, although sometimes there's not a lot to talk about, but we have stuff to talk about today. We've had 82 mods released last week, and not all evenly spaced out. A lot one day, none the next, even Friday, none. However, there's still stuff going on, and with our second week of the Platinum Expansion DLC, lots of things are popping up, and we're going to talk about that and a bunch of other stuff, so stay tuned. And so let's just get into it. So with the release of the Platinum Expansion Pack by Giants, it has added a few things. One of no small consequence is these little interesting devices. And of a particular note, this was a mod released last week, or a couple of weeks ago, by HR Forst und Frostenbrau. This is the Lizard Forestry D60. Now this is built a very similar, or on the similar vein or design of these DLC units here, and what this is actually a 3-point link piece of equipment that will add a winch to any device that you hook it up to. And you come up to it and press L3, and now you can attach it to, I think just, well, no, to trees. Anyways, I don't have a tree close by. It will attach to trees. So there has been some, not a small amount of confusion about this particular piece of equipment, because if you do not have the Platinum Expansion DLC installed and active on your map, I'm on, doesn't have to be Silver Run, it could be any map. I have the DLC installed and active. I'm here on Rock Crawl, so yes, it will work on other maps, but you have to have it. You have to have bought it or installed it. If you installed it, you've had to have bought it, and then this feature will work. So I've been having quite a number of comments on this video saying I can't get it to work. Well, it's very easy. It works very easily. You have to have it attached to a vehicle. For number one, attached to a vehicle with a 3-point link, either front or back. This tractor does not have a front, but front or back. And then you go up to it in L3, press it, and there you go. It will only hook to trees. As I will, let's pull up and quickly demonstrate that for you so you can see. I do have it in the video, but it's very important that you must have the Platinum Expansion DLC installed for the winch to work. You can have this unit. This unit will, you can attach it and put it on your tractor. You can have it without the DLC, but the winch is not going to work. This will, you can't do this if you don't have the Platinum DLC. And once you go over to here and you just press X, nope, sorry, press L1, R1 and X, sorry, there we go. And you can attach it to a tree. Of course, ideally you'd have the tree cut down and you could attach it and drag it with that. Now, so that's the deal with that. So hopefully this clears up some confusion, although there's probably going to still be some questions regarding this. But anyways, let's move on to the next subject in our video today. So for the next segment of this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Silver Run and the Platinum Expansion DLC that came out a little while ago, not too long ago, very recently. As you can see, we have some billboards here that that they are advertising other things. Now, a lot of new stuff has come with this, and I anticipate some modders, including some things like the productions we have here on Silver Run, a lot of different new productions, Platinum expansion. We have barrel factory, furniture, flooring, iron furnace, paper factory, pet accessory factory. So in the near future, at some point in the future, I'm expecting to see more maps and mods like the Lizard D60 to include things available that with this DLC, just like we've seen with the Kubota Pack DLC. Modders are starting to add the ability to have passengers, but that will only work if you have the Kubota DLC installed. So things like that. And whilst we're here on Silver Run, there's something I missed in my review of the MANITOU M50-4. Something that Mr. Smoke82 has brought to my attention is a little problem with the in-cab camera. Now, if we jump in and start it up, this is the view that I always use all the vehicles in. And when I did my review, I did not go in cab, and if I did, this would have happened. So, obviously, the camera is positioned much outside the vehicle, but it is acting as if I'm in the vehicle. We're going to switch back to outside vehicle view, and now we are seeing the outside. Inside, can't scroll in or out. Whoops, we can go that way though. Yeah, outside view, there, yes. So, instead of making an entirely new video, just be aware that I'm sure some of you probably noticed that already, but thanks to Smoke82 for that. So, that pretty much wraps up all the things I had for now on the Platinum Expansion DLC and things surrounding that. I'm sure more and more things will pop up. I'm actually having a personal Let's Play. I'm personally playing. I'm not recording anything. I'm playing on this map, and I'm going to be learning more about it and the little quirks and quarks about this map. But anyways, to move the show along a little bit further, we'll move on to our next segment. Righto, so the next thing I want to talk about right now is this little gem of a device. Now, this is the Hi-Vis 3-point adapter that released on Monday, November 21st. The modders are the Scandinavian Vikings Mod Rebuilds team, as listed on the Mod Hub. However, when responding to or when commenting on my review video, as they have in the past, the Scandinavian Mods team, so they have been very well, informative, yes, and very gracious in their response, and have provided actually a very lengthy response or comment on the video. In short, responding to my comment that the description, and if we take a look at it in the store, you'll find it under Tools and Miscellaneous. It's quite a lengthy description, and the reason for that, it's not in here. It's going to be, the description's going to be when you see it in when you're buying it in the Mod Hub or looking at it in the Mod Hub. But here it is. We have some light options and so forth. No color options. When I mention that, it's something they're looking at in the future to add some color options. Also, keep the comments coming for these mods and stuff. The modders are watching. I can't. I'm not going to read the entire comment, but in short, the lengthy description was kind of in an effort to simulate a going into a dealership and reading the pamphlet on the piece of equipment. There's always a bit of a write-up on that, explaining what it is and some history and whatnot. And the other comment that was made was it was originally designed to attach a snowplow, but well, we'll show you, as I showed you in my review video. There's many more options to use this particular piece of machinery. And also they mentioned the slot count mentioned on the Mod Hub is way off, and it's not their fault. It's the fault of, well, basically Giants giving them a program to estimate slot count, and it is said 19 slots. I think it's like 3 or something like that. So whenever you see a bit of a, I've seen that before, and I know that's what's happening, because they can't test these items on a console when they submit them. The only real test that these items have when it comes to console is you guys and me. So that's really where it ends up. Now, without yammering on too much, let's show you just a little thing that kind of occurred to me afterwards. And if we start this up here and attach it, so in essence what this does is it's an adapter to a 3-point link to a wheel loader attachment. So any kind of wheel loader attachment, and if we take a look quickly here under wheel loaders, or sorry, front loaders. Why do I keep calling wheel loaders? It's a front loader. So front loader tools like these, any of these, will attach to it, as I shown in the video. But however, something that occurred to me is like these global goods, transport goods, I can never remember the name, it's such a you know what these are, by A2 Studio. These attach via front loader, and I've always tried to, okay, well, you got to have a tractor that has a front loader to carry it. No, not anymore, because now all you need is a 3-point link, and it will go onto any tractor, because this is a front loader adapter, and we can now attach these bags to absolutely anything that has a 3-point link, front or back. So now you have the full operation of this particular piece of equipment with this bag that previously only attached to front loader tools, or front loader equipment, and now we have an adapter that will allow us to use it as we wish, and operate this wonderful little bag with just a 3-point link and this adapter. And so you can see it works very well in most situations. And as you can see, it's actually simulated a forklift underneath automatically. So there's that. So very nice. Thank you to the Scandinavian Viking Mods team for replying to my video, giving that extra information. Very nice. I look forward to seeing updates and more mods from these guys. So finally, to wrap things up, we're going to go back to the camera. Well, that pretty much wrapped things up. But before I go, there's one kind of unrelated but related issue that I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit. You may or may not know I use Share Factory on PS5 to make my videos, and I know some of you do too for sure. But there's a little issue that I've come across of late, since I've recently been monetized, and thanks to all you subscribers for that. Many thanks. I have come across a few issues with using the Share Factory music in videos and getting copyright claims on them, which has been quite odd. But I think it's because the issue is being monetized now. I can use it, but I can't be monetized using the music. So any of you out there that's perhaps if you're not monetized, it seems like everything's a-okay for the most part, although my friend John there at LooneyView said he had an issue with a particular piece of a particular song on Share Factory that he got tagged for as well. So be careful out there. As a matter of fact, if you want to totally have no issues at all with posting on YouTube, I would go ahead and go with the YouTube music library, and you'll never have a problem with that. But anyways, moving on, wrapping things up, I want to thank all my viewers for their comments, their tips, suggestions, and pointing things out that I've missed, or things, well, that I've missed or made a mistake on, because I want to hear about it. My goal is to provide the most accurate and informative and correct information possible at the time I make the videos. So sometimes I'll miss something or get something wrong, but let me know. You guys are the best. And of course, thanks to all the modders. None of this would be possible without a fantastic modding community putting out these mods on a regular basis. And thanks to Giants, of course, too, for making the game, making it possible for these modders to submit these mods, get them on the game. It's just makes it a whole different world when you have that kind of input to a game. And of course, your comments and suggestions are heard by the modders too. They want to make stuff that you like to use. And that pretty much wraps it up, looking at my notes. Again, thanks everybody. Take care. Have fun. Have a great weekend, what's left of it. And remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.